Okay, cool beans. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Let's start with those jumping jacks by run forward. It is just to let somebody else in to the class. So we are going to run through a whole slew of exercises today. We'll repeat circuits a few times, but shorter intervals and adding a little bit of variety here and there to sort of keep things engaged. So really doing a lot of body work today, isolating some different muscles in the lower body and adding in a little bit of cardio too. So all the good stuff packed into one. Stay light on those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into those high kicks, stretching those feet, kicking as high as you can, starting to feel the hamstrings loosen up, and the glutes activate. So not a ton of heavy lifting in this workout, but we will do a little bit of it. So I definitely encourage you to sort of push the challenge with a little bit heavier weight as we get into those exercises when they come. One more each side, and then go ahead and switch right into those knees to chest. Again, just starting to feel the body wake up. You should start to sort of feel the glutes activate, the stretch in the inner thigh and the hip flexors as you open to the side. Getting a little bit of stability work, finding that center of gravity. One more each side. And open. Nice. All right, shake those legs out. Take a nice wide stance. Arms up and out to the side and just gentle pulls here, right to left. Just wake up the upper body a little bit here. We're really, really focusing on lower body and core today. So just dig in, find that strength, and push through. Reaching all the way through those fingertips. As the upper body starts to feel a little bit warmer, you can sort of pull a little bit further into that stretch. Keep the work going. And move right into those toe touches. Square the hips up, right into the toe touches. Right hand reaches for that left toe. Right back up to the top. Good morning. Boom. And up. Make sure you're just keeping a really, really soft bend in the knees. So that as you draw your chest down to your leg, your butt is still pushing way far back behind you. And you're feeling that stretch in your hamstrings. And it sort of shifts to the inside of the legs as you reach for the opposite toe. Let's go one more each side, lingering at the bottom of the stretch. Pull the chest down towards the leg. 3, 2, and 1. Square the hips. Last one, reach for that toe. Pull the chest down. 3, 2, and 1. Right back up to the top. Keep the heels right where they are. Take a deep breath in. Stretch the spine up to the ceiling. Push your butt back behind you and reach for that floor. Take this really nice and slow. Walk the hands over to the right side. Dip down nice and low into that side lunge. Stretching the hip flexors. Push up through the middle, bend the left leg. And dip down into that left side lunge. One more time, each side, walk those hands right over. As you dip down to the right side, go ahead and lift those toes up towards the ceiling. Get a little calf stretch in there as well. Go ahead and settle that toe, push over to the left side. Last piece of the stretch here, dip down nice and low, toe up to the ceiling. And then as the toe comes to the mat, just go ahead and walk those hands right to the center. You're going to walk the heels in, toes in, heels in, toes in. And a really slow, conscious roll of those shoulders up towards the ceiling. And a couple shoulder rolls back. So let's dive into this workout again. We're going to start on the mat today. And sort of wake up those glutes a little bit more activate the glutes, open up the hip flexors, and get a little endurance training right from the get-go, okay? So here's how this is going to work. We are going to go through 5 different circuits today. Shorter rest intervals. We're going about 30 seconds on, about 10 seconds off, so we will get a little bit of rest in there. I say that, but not in this first circuit. We are going to kind of push straight through this first circuit here, okay? And really wake up the body. We'll go through the circuits 3 times each. Again, hitting total lower body today, including glutes, including core. So on the mat to get go, we're just going to start with a glute bridge. Super simple, and I'll walk us through what we're doing from there. It's 3 exercises per circuit. And if you want to have a dumbbell, a weight nearby, you can. We're not going to use it this first round, but you can look at adding it in to the second and third round depending on how you feel this morning, okay? So let's start on the mat, on your backs, feet flat on the floor with your knees bent. And we're just starting with some simple glute bridges. Let's turn this up. All right, let's get the glutes firing. Again, no weights needed for this first round here. On your backs, feet are down, hands by the sides. You're just going to squeeze the glutes and push the hips up towards the ceiling and right back down. Your count here, pause at the top, but really just focus on squeezing the glutes, waking those muscles up for this first circuit. And like I said, we're going to sort of start off with that endurance round. Make sure the muscles are awake and ready to go. Get ready. We're going to do a hold at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Up and hold. We're going to go right back into that glute bridge, but this time when you push up to the top, you're going to turn your toes out and in. Here we go. Butt goes down, touches the mat. Push the hips up to the ceiling, turn the toes out and in. Butt down. Hips up, touch out and in, and butt down. So you should feel the movement in your glutes as your toes tap out to the side and forward again. 10 seconds to go. We're going to hold for another little break here. And down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. When this timer goes off, butt goes to the floor, and we're switching into kickbacks. Give the glutes a break here. Kick outs, 2 and 1. Hips down, and you're just going to kick the heels across the floor and skim right back in towards your butt. Kick them out across the floor and pull them right back in towards your butt. These are our 3 exercises. We're starting back at top in just a couple of seconds. We will add in a little bit of a break here. Your heels are staying nice and low to the ground. Lower back press gently in. 3, 2, and 1. Take that 10-second break. Hug those knees into the chest. And we're going to go right back to the top with those glute bridges. If you want to add weight, they go on to, you can add a dumbbell to the tops of your hips. Right back to the top. Just a regular glute bridge here. Pushing the hips up towards the ceiling. And right back down. Don't lose sight of the tension on the glutes, even as you drop your butt back down to the mat. Nice straight back. We're getting ready for our first hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips up and hold. 10 seconds. When this buzzer goes off, we're back into glute bridges. When we get to the top, tap the toes out to the side and back in. Here we go. Hips down, hips up, out, in. Again, sort of moving with your own pace here. You want to get the reps in, but most importantly, you really want to make sure that you're holding that tension the whole time. Getting ready for that next set of kickouts. If you're holding a weight on your hips, that just goes gently to the side of the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds of kickouts here. You're going to skim those feet across the floor and then hug them right back in. Skim the feet across the floor. Go ahead and ignore this buzzer. We're keeping it going. Press that lower back gently into the floor and keep the heels as low as you can as you straighten them out and draw them right back in towards your butt. We've got about kickouts here. We have one more round of this circuit. So there's shorter intervals, but we're doing more circuits to get that work in. 5, 4, get ready for a break. 3, 2, 1. Feet to the floor. If you're using that weight, it's back up on your hips. You guys, we have one more round of these glute bridges. Glutes should be firing at this point. Here we go. Keep the back really nice and straight. As you push the hips up towards the ceiling, you're not looking to get a big arch there to get the glutes any higher. You really want a nice straight back and squeeze the glutes at the top. That's the work you're looking for. Simple up downs here. Taking those deep breaths in. Get ready for your first hold. In 2, 1, up and hold. 10 seconds here. Last round through these glute bridges. Timer goes off. And we're going to go back into the bridges with those toe taps out. Here we go. Down, up, tap the toes out, in, and repeat. Again, keeping those hips nice and high. It's a really, really subtle movement, that toe tap out to the side, but you should sort of feel the side glutes in the bottom part of the glute, doing some major work here. 10 seconds to go. We've got one more hold to this glute bridge. Coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 10 seconds here. Last squeeze of those glutes. When this timer goes off, we've got kickouts in 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Last round of these kickouts. Take your time. Gently press the lower back into the mat. Keeping that belly button drawn towards the spine so the core is truly engaged. Entire exercise. This is it. We got a real break coming up, and our first circuit is done. Deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels to the mat. Draw those knees into the chest and rock and roll a little bit to stretch those glutes out. And then we're up onto our feet for the next 3 circuits. Glutes should be firing on all cylinders at this point. Heart rate still low, but the body's awake and feeling good. Not jumping right in to the cardio. We're saving that for this round. So keep the lower body moving. Feeling those glutes, yeah? All right, so we've got circuit 2 coming up. Same style. We're going to do 3 exercises 3 times. Pretty rapid fire turnover here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do touchdown jump squats. So you're going to start with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You're going to reach down, touch. As you pop up, feet come together. Touchdown and pop. Okay? Get that butt low to touch the ground. It's not just about diving that chest forward to reach the ground. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2 and 3 are sprinter squats. So we're going to start with the right leg as the stance leg. We've done these before. This is when the knee reaches back for the Achilles. So you're just going to squat just enough to tap and right back up to the top. Just enough to tap and right back up to the top. Take it nice and slow. It's really, really going to fire one muscle group, one side at a time. So starting with a little bit of cardio, let's get that heart rate up. Touchdown, squat, pops. When this timer goes off, we've got 30 seconds of cardio. We're going to push all the way through. Plant the heels, 2, and 1. Let's do it. Touchdown, in, out. Yeah, exactly. And again, you really want that touchdown to come from a deep squat. Your feet are a little bit wider, perhaps, than a normal squat, so you can really sort of drop down in between the hips, in between the knees. Starting to feel the heart rate raise just a little bit. Nothing too crazy yet. Just getting started. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that 10-second break and shake the legs out. We're going to start with those sprinter squats. Right side is the stance leg. 3, 2, and 1. Down, tap, and up to the top. Again, taking your time here. Slow everything down. This is body weight work only. Really trying to isolate the quad and glutes on that right side. 10 seconds to go. all the way through. Nice straight back. Chest stays nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, and up to the top. Nicely done. All right, left leg becomes that stance leg. Let's give that right side a little bit of a break. 4, 3, plant the heel, plant the toes, and drop in. Yep. Yeah, nice, excellent. Get a little bit deeper if you want to drop in sort of lower part of the calf if you're feeling comfortable with that movement. And the right toe just sort of lightly touches to the side, giving you a little bit of a balance break there. All right, these are our 3 exercises. 5, 4, nicely done. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. We're back to the top already. Rapid circuits, a lot of work. Plant the heels, plant the toes, touchdown squat pops. A little bit faster than that first round. Here we go. Do it. Again, we're taking that speed up a half a notch just to rocket the heart rate up just a little bit more. Paying attention to launching those toes quickly off the ground and popping right back out. No pauses in this movement. This is about that higher pace, getting that butt nice and low, and working those quads. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up to the top and shake those legs out. Nicely done. All right, we're going to start on the left leg this time. Left leg stance leg, right knee taps the back of your leg. Here we go. And up. Taking deep breaths in here. Sucking in some oxygen. And nice deep exhales. Heart rate starts to slow just a little bit, but we're still in hard work mode. Nice, nicely done. Great balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out right side. Starting to feel that calf a little bit too as the body gets tired and the work distributes a little bit more through the leg. Here we go. And up to the top. Yeah, nice. If you can keep that back toe up off the ground and focus a little bit on sort of pulling that balance in even more. Yeah, heck yeah. Keep pushing here, you guys. We have 10 seconds to go. We get a 10-second break and our final round of touchdown squat pops. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nicely done. Feeling that burn a little bit here. So, one more time. Touchdown squat pops. We're going for that fast-paced burn. 2, and 1. Here we go. Last round of these, so we're going to push it. No pauses, you guys. Try to push your body a little bit past that point where your brain says, no, I don't want it anymore. Do another one. Come on. Getting that butt low. Make sure you're dropping down in between the knees. 10 seconds to go. As long as it's muscle burn, you're going to roll with it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up to the top. 10 seconds. Back to that right side runner's lunge. Pay attention to the direction your knee is going. You want it right over those toes. Here we go. In and push. So what I mean by that is as you're sort of pushing back up from the squat, make sure the knee isn't caving in towards the center of your body. Stays rock solid over the toes, letting the glutes and quads and calf do some major work here. This is it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nicely done. You guys, last 30 seconds. Left side sprinter, squats, and we got a break. 3, 2, and 1. Drop in. Focusing really hard on your body's ability to balance while moving through some pretty complicated exercises here. Really, really focused on your body, on your strength. A year ago, would you have been doing this for 30 seconds? Maybe. Maybe not. Point is, you're doing it like rock stars now. 3, 2, and 1. Up and shake those legs out. Nicely done. Nice second circuit. All right. If legs aren't on fire now, I don't even know. We're going to give the quads a little bit of a break here. Grab some water, and you are going to need that heavy dumbbell that I asked you to grab. Tell you what, I don't understand people that drink water without ice. I don't know if that's you, but I just don't get it. All right, so once again, we are going to be switching gears a little bit. Hamstring mode right here. We are going to be hitting some quads at the end, but you are going to need a heavier weight for the first two exercises. We're going to be isolating each leg again. We're going to do some V-stance deadlifts. So we're going to start with that right leg. That's the stance leg. The weight is in your right hand, just gently resting on your thigh, okay? You're just going to step back, so bend that left knee. You're basically using that left leg as a stabilizer, okay? So toes on the ground, knees pretty much next to the right leg. We're going to drop down through that deadlift and right back up. The key here that I want you guys to focus on is this. Hips face forward the whole time. Don't open up and reach. Hips stay forward. Everything comes straight down and then right back up. You might not reach your toe. That's fine, right? If you can reach your toe doing this because your shoulder's a little bit deeper down, right? Hips stay forward, shoulders stay forward. You're just looking for that pull, boom, and then right back up. So V-stance lunge, right leg, V-stance lunge, left leg. Final exercise is we're into some squat lateral walks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. So a little bit of endurance for those quads, okay? Grab your weights. Let's start on that right leg. Give the hamstrings a little bit of work to balance everything out today. So right leg becomes the stance leg. Palm is facing your leg. That left leg is bent. Toes down. Here we go. Reach, squeeze, and right back up. And what I want you to do is sort of let your neck, let your head fall with the movement. Don't sort of tuck your chin and don't look up. Just let your neck stay in line with your spine. I will give you that countdown, so no worries there. Feeling that hamstring here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to the top and switch legs. Nicely done, you guys. So left foot down. Go ahead and bend the right leg. Toes on the mat behind you. Palm stays nice and close to the body here. Let's go. Yeah, excellent. Reach. Yes. Back stays nice and straight. Shoulders stay down and back. This might feel a little tighter than a regular deadlift, either single leg or both feet on the ground, because of the position of the body and because of the focus on the hip placement. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbell down right in front of you. We're going in to 30 seconds of lateral walks here in 5, 4. Make sure you have space. 2 and 1. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3, and right back. If you need to stand up out of it, you absolutely can, but we've got 30 seconds here. If we can ask our bodies to push through, no weight necessary. We're going to feel that burn. Keep the lower back really nice and straight here. If you feel sort of, it's called a butt wink, if you sort of feel that tailbone popping up and giving you that lower back arch, tuck that tailbone under. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up and shake it out. Brief moments here. You know how fast this transition goes. Weights in the right hand into those V-stance deadlifts. Here we go. 2 and 1 and reach. You want to keep that right leg pretty straight here. So you can play with the placement of that left toe. If it needs to go back a little bit further so that you can keep that right leg straight. Really what you're going to feel is the hamstring, the inner thigh, and the glutes. Those are the muscles we're pushing right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Nicely done, you guys. Evening everything out here, right? We've got some glute burn, quad burn, hamstrings. Here we go. Drop in. Shoulders and hips facing forward. You really only need to dip as low as it takes to feel that stretch in the hamstring. Any lower than that, and you start to compensate with form. So you're just looking for that stretch, squeeze the glute, and back up to the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights in front, getting ready for those side laterals. Squat walks. Here we go. 2 and 1. Drop in. Keep that butt really nice and low here, you guys. I know the quads are feeling it. We're almost through our 3rd circuit. Closer and closer to that finish line. Really go for that burn, okay? As long as it's a muscle burn and it's sort of a mind over muscle thing, I'd say challenge it, okay? Obviously, if you're feeling some joint work in there, get up, take a little bit of break, move those legs around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up and shake the legs out. One more time through this circuit and we get that break. Grab your weight. Right down, left toe back. Here we go, last time through these deadlifts. Down and up. Stay super conscious of how your body is moving together. There's so many pieces to this exercise, but we wouldn't be doing it today if I didn't think you could handle it. Yeah, nice form, heck yeah. Backs are straight across the board. Feeling that hamstring burn. We're going for 5, 4, this is it, 3, 2, and 1, up to the top, shake the leg and switch sides. All right, this is it, final deadlift of this workout. Left leg down, right toe back, 2, and 1 drop. Understanding that hamstring's gonna burn. We're building, we're burning, we're pushing the body a little bit hard today. Come on. Whenever we have a pure leg day workout, we're going to feel it. 10 seconds to go. Push. Yes. Right up to the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights to the side. You're not going to need that weight again for this round. Into those lateral walks. 3, 2, and 1. Drop in. Taking those wide steps so that your glute really has to reach and stabilize. Keeping the chest nice and tall, shoulders down and back. You guys look awesome. Perfect. 15 seconds to go. We're going to rock through it. Let those quads do some work. Come on. We'll take a nice little break coming up here in less than 10 seconds. Try to push it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and shake those legs out, you guys. Take a break. You earned it. We have 2 circuits to go. All right. 3 in, 2 to go. Legs are feeling it. Body's awake. We still got a little bit left, right? All right, so we're going to switch gears with the weight a little bit here. And we're going to do sort of a unique take on an exercise that we already know. So we don't need to use the weight for the first 2 exercises. What we're going to do is we're going to do a forward lunge. And if you feel comfortable, we're going to drag that back leg. So I'm just going to show you rather than sort of walk through it. So for instance, we're going to start stepping forward with the right leg. Down into that lunge. You're going to go all the way to the floor. Flatten that foot out. See how my toes are on the floor now? And you're just going to sort of standing up through the right foot, drag that foot forward. Okay? So again, you're going to take that step forward, and if this is too much, just do the forward lunge, okay? But give it a try. I think you guys got this. A little bit fun, a little bit of variety. Taking that step forward into the forward lunge, nice and slow. Knees down, toes flatten, and then as you push up, you're just going to drag that foot forward. Go up to the top, okay? So, obviously, this is going to drag us forward each time. Just take a step back and go into that next one. We do not need thousands of reps of this, okay? You will see as soon as you get into it. So, we're going to go right leg forward lunges. We're going to go left leg forward lunges. That last exercise, we're going to do a sumo stance squat. So, this is where you're going to need that weight. Really, really wide stance. Toes out to the side. Down, tap the dumbbell to the floor. And right back up, okay? So we're going to start with those forward lunges with the foot drag. Take these nice and slow. This is about control, right? You got to control that knee when it touches down. You got to control that drag forward. Let's give it a shot. Fun little take on an exercise we all know and love, right? Know and love. All right, starting with that right leg. Take that deep step forward. Here we go. Into that lunge, toe flattens, and you're just going to drag forward. Take that step back. Deep lunge, toe down, and drag that foot forward. So it's really, really subtle here. The point is that we're practicing that stand up with just the right leg. Flatten the toe and drag it forward. Take it nice and slow and really leave the toe on the ground so you're dragging. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Left foot this time. Suppose I could get rid of this so I'm not sinking my toes into it. Take that step forward with the left foot, 2, and 1. Here we go. Step it forward, toe flattens, and drag. Yeah, nicely done. Forward, flatten, and drag. And again, we're taking this slowly so that you can focus on that front foot doing that pull. Down, flatten, and pull. Nicely done. We have 10 seconds to go. Getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nicely done, you guys. Just a little play on the lunge. Grab one weight. Sumo squats in 3, 2. Huge stance here. Here we go. Tap that dumbbell to the ground. Push through the heels and glutes right back up. This is as wide as you can get those feet and still sort of control the momentum on the way back down. Knees are tracking out over those toes. Yeah, nice. You should feel this a little bit more in the glutes and the inner thighs. Shoulders are down and back. Yeah, really nicely done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Back to that right leg forward lunge. 3, 2, and 1. Take that step forward, knee to the ground, flatten the toe, and drag. Knee down, flatten, and drag. Again, that pulling forward motion is what you want to think about. You should really feel your glute engaged before anything else really happens, right? In order to make this exercise work. Toes down, right heel pushes through the mat. Feel the glute engage. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left side. All right, switching sides here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward, toe down, and drag. If you've ever done step-ups before, weighted step-ups, that's sort of what we're getting at here, right? When I say you sort of leave your foot on the ground behind the bench, and you really have to engage the glute before you do anything with the movement, before you can stand up tall. So if anybody needed practice for dumbbell step-ups, this is the one right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're up to the top. Sumo stance. Squats coming at us. Huge stance here. Nice and wide. Toes out to the side. 2, and 1. Drop in. And up. And up. Again, super conscious of the muscles doing the work, especially as we get closer and closer to the end of the circuit and your body's tired. You want to make sure form is on point and you're not sort of giving in to the direction your tired body wants to go. You're still really focusing on the right muscles, making the right movements, and finishing you off strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to the top. One more round of circuit 4. And that's it. That was just a 1, 2, go. Right foot steps forward in 2, and 1. Here we go. Drop in, toe down, and drag. So similar to that B stance deadlift that we just did, that back foot really isn't doing anything, and that's the point. The point is to isolate that front leg, whoo, and drag it along the floor. Come on. Feeling the glute, feeling the quads, keeping everything really nice and balanced today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 up to the top. Nicely done. Switching sides. This is it for these lunges. This is actually our last circuit on our feet. 3, 2, and 1. Step it forward, down, and drag. Nicely done. Step it forward. Yeah. Nice. Shoulders stay nice and even. Heck yeah. These lunges look great across the board. Really, really nicely done. Lunge and push. Nice. Excellent. All the way through that timer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it open. Guys, 30 seconds of work left. Last exercise on our feet. Huge stance. Wide sumo squats. Here we go. Let's get everything firing. Down and push. Heels stay down. Toes stay down. Try to get that butt as low as you can without dropping your chest. You can tap the dumbbell gently to the mat. That's where you want to be. This is a really good one to practice that tuck of the tailbone, right? You really can't draw a deep arch into this exercise. Yeah. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. Weights to the side. Shake those legs out, you guys. Circuit 4 is done. We've got 1 to go. Woo-hoo! All right. Mat's back out. I was dragging my mat with me, so I had to get rid of it. All right. Grab some water. This is it. Last round coming up. Whew. Okay. This is it. You ready? We are back down on the mat, which means we are back down into endurance mode. We will only get that break at the end of the circuit, okay? And this one we are going through 4 times instead of 3 times, okay? And you'll see why as soon as we get into it. We're going for a glute kickback round, all right? So, exercise 1, we're going glute kickback. Hold comes at the top. Exercise 2, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Hold comes at the top. Exercise 3 is a hydrant. So we're bringing it to the side and down. It's only after that third exercise, that hydrant, that we're going to get our break and switch sides, okay? So, final round, endurance round. Stay steadily focused on that nice strong core, nice straight back, and firing those glutes on all cylinders. We've got 10 seconds to go. We're starting on the right side. Straight back, shoulders stacked over those wrists. Right leg kickbacks starting now. Here we go. And just like those deadlifts, do not let those hips open up to the side, right? You can get a little bit higher if you let that right hip lift. But that's not going to give you more work where you want it. It's actually going to twist your spine, and that's not what we want to do. Belly buttons pulled gently in towards the spine. Get ready for our first hold. Coming in 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. When this buzzer goes off next, we're going in for extensions. Keep that knee nice and high. 3, 2, and 1. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Yeah, great. Awesome. You got it. Doing a little bit of a single leg curl here. When this timer goes off again, we're going to hold that straight leg hold. So straight out back behind us, that's coming in 10 seconds. Feeling that glute burn, but we know that we're switching gears next side, so we'll get a little bit of a break. 3, 2, and 1. Hold that straight leg hold. Timer goes off this time. We're going in for those fire hydrants. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee to the mat. Fire hydrants. When this timer goes off, I highly recommend sitting back in child's pose for a few seconds to stretch those glutes out, and then we're switching sides. Come on, push. We've got 10 seconds to go. Another quick reminder to not let the body open up to the right side. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back. I don't think this song could be any more perfect for this round right now. All right, we're going to pull forward, left side in 3, 2, and 1. Kickbacks. Should be feeling a little bit fresher here. sole of the foot right up through the ceiling. Yes, nice straight backs, nice kicks. Isolating that glute. We started with glutes, we're finishing with glutes. Get ready for that hold. It's coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're up and a hold. No pulse, no hold. Timer goes off. We're adding in those extensions. Do a hip check for me. Straighten them out. Face the mat. Here we go. Straighten and bend. Extend and bend. Keep that leg nice and high. That nice and straight. Make sure that you're taking some deep breaths in here, right? All we're sort of focusing on is the burn. So take some deep breaths in. Shift the focus just a little bit. Long, slow exhales. Getting ready. Straight leg hold. It's coming at us in 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg and hold. This is 10 seconds. We're going into fire hydrants in 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice hold. Bring it in and fire hydrants. Up and bring it in. All right. We get a 10-second break coming up. Our last round of these kickbacks. We're going to be forearm. So we'll just dip down into that sort of forearm hold and finish up our kickbacks from that position. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back in child's pose for a second here. And then when you come forward, you are on your forearms. That right leg is straight out back behind you. And we're just going to lift the heel up to the ceiling and back down. Up and down. That toe is gently tapping on the floor back behind you. Again, keep those hips facing the mat. Give the wrist a little bit of a break here. Still focusing on drawing the belly button just really gently in the spine. We're getting ready for our first hold at the top of the kick. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold and pause. When this toe comes down, the buzzer goes off. We're going to tap to the outside of the right foot. 3, 2, and 1. Tap to the outside of the foot. Up and down to the center. Up to the outside of the foot. Up and down to the center. All the way through this 30-second round, we'll have another straight leg hold. And then we're going to arch that toe to the side. I'll give you that when we get there. We still got 10 seconds to go. Focus on the task at hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, up and hold. When this buzzer goes off the final time for the right leg, toe goes to the ground, and you're just going to sweep it out to the right side of the hip. Keep the leg nice and straight. So we're down on the mat, and we're just going to do a sweep. Yep, and bring it forward again. Sweep, and bring it forward. Feeling those glutes on fire. If your glutes don't feel like just a ball of angry muscle right now, then that's crazy. I don't know. That's what mine feel like. 10 seconds to go. We're sweating. We're working hard. We've got a 10-second break coming up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that 10-second break. Sit back. We're shifting gears to the left side in 3, 2. Straighten that leg out. Lift and down. Lift and down. This should feel like a little bit of a reprieve actually for this left leg. It's sort of steadily holding that isometric hold to support the body. Shifted sides, even in everything out. And you guys, this is it. This is our final time through any circuit today. Heel up and down. We're getting ready for our first hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Tight squeeze. So buzzer goes off, and we're going to tap to the outside of the right foot, and then back to the center. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Tap outside, up, into the center. Really kicking into the last stores of energy that you've got. Come on. Stay focused. Stay positive. Remind yourself that you are strong. You've done this before. 5, 4, 3. Get ready for that final hold. Up and hold. Timer goes off. We have 30 seconds of work to go. Final arc. Swing that toe out to the side, and we're done. 2 and 1 toe down. Arc it out, and swing it back behind the body. Arc it out. All right. This is it. Getting closer and closer to that final buzzer. Feeling the glutes. We're going to stretch it out from the mat. I promise to let go of all that tension. It will be forgotten very quickly. 5, 4, hold strong. 3, 2, 1, and sit all the way back on your heels, you guys. That glute war is done. All right. Whew. Every muscle in that lower body should be feeling it today. Sit all the way back on those heels. Deep breath in, exhale, tension that you're holding in the body. Let the chin sink down and relax. Breathe out the tension in the hamstrings from that last round. Think about releasing the tension from the glutes. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and hands down on the mat in front of you and pull those shoulders forward onto all fours. Don't get nervous, we're not doing more kickbacks. Take a deep breath in, round that back up to the ceiling and stretch. Create some space between each of those vertebrae. As you exhale, let the chest and chin rise to the front and pushing the belly button down towards the mat. Move between these two poses depending on your breathing pattern and how the stretch feels to you. What hold feels right. The muscles are completely warm by now, so any stretch that you're holding is safe. And don't forget, we're creating space here. We're lengthening those muscles back out. And we're taking those deep breaths in to get some oxygen pump into those muscles. Go ahead and come to neutral when you're ready. Nice straight back. Go ahead and step out into a high plank here. We're going to step the right foot forward in between the hands. You can take a couple steps if you need to. Transfer the weight to that right heel and go ahead and just let the body shift forward gently. Keep the hips facing forward. If you want to do little, really slow pulses forward and back here to feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. You're probably feeling your glutes and your hamstrings now as well. Deep breath in. And exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the mat. Step back into high plank position. Go ahead and switch sides. Left foot comes forward. And again, just gentle body weight pressure. Moving towards that front heel. Most of the weight is resting through that left heel right now. So you're not supporting all of your torso weight with your wrists. Gentle pushes forward and back. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and step back into high plank. And go ahead and walk those hands towards your toes just a little bit. Push the butt up towards the ceiling and let the chest fall into downward dog here. Your body's still feeling the workout. You know you just pushed hard, but already sort of forgetting the contraction of the glute muscles, forgetting the drag of the toes. Go ahead and relax those shoulders forward. Walk the toes towards your hands. And let your body rest in this folded over position for a little bit of time here. Just give yourself time. Draw your thoughts into yourself. Don't let them wander into your day yet. Thank your muscles for all the work that you just put them through. breathe out any tension that you're holding in your shoulders and your neck that's sort of lifting the chin up. Just let the weight of the head fall towards the floor. And whenever you're ready, you're going to slowly roll those shoulders up towards the ceiling and back behind you. Big shoulder rolls, stretching, elongating. One more. And that's